Okay, so good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the L4G TV business channel, where we focus specifically on network marketing. And it's been a while since we've done this, actually a few weeks now, and I'm delighted to say I've got the amazing Ann Hovell joining me. Come and say hello, Ann.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
So I've known Ann for a long time, and Ann's working with a company called FM, and she'll be telling us a little bit about that and why she got involved shortly. But let me just tell you a little bit about what's gone before. If you're searching up the shows that we've done previously, you'll see that we covered in the early days a lot about the industry itself and the fact that it's been around for decades, and it's a real industry of its time, in that network marketing is about multiple income streams, it's about personal development, it's about taking responsibility, and these are all things that are being asked of people today and will continue to do so, and it will accelerate. So these types of businesses are ones that you can get set up fairly inexpensively, you can get cracking, you get rewarded based on what you do, and you can run 2 or 3 of them alongside each other if you wish. It's not it's not a big problem. So Ann, we met a while ago now, and I think even when I first met you, you were involved with FM. But tell us a little bit about your journey with FM, because it was FM Perfumes now. I think it's FM World something now, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's FM World. They've just gone through a rebrand.
Okay. And so all those years ago when you first started, what was it that attracted you to FM? Because to be honest, I think you were the first person I met that was doing that, and I kind of hadn't heard of them until I met you.
Well, I was straight out of another networking company, Fireflow, and was just looking around and had this recommended to me. And I thought, because I'm not very girly girl, I thought, no, I'm not going to do perfumes. Then I looked at the business plan and I thought, oh, we've got butterflies. So I thought, right, okay, I'll give it a go. And I've loved it ever since.
So how long have you actually been working with FM? How many years is it now?
6, actually, on and off, up and down.
And it's interesting you say up and down, because I know that with these types of businesses, you know, obviously life can get in the way sometimes, and but they are things you can put down and you can pick back up again. And has that been the case?
Yes, and that's why I like network marketing. I think it's really ethical, and the fact that you can dip in and it's still there if you go back. So if you have to take a few months out, or even a couple of years, really, as long as you just stick with it, and you can go back in and have a good phase, and then just allocate it to your life, really. You know, see what's happening in your life with everyone around you.
So what is it about? Tell us a little bit about FM then, because you know, I know that I see you come along and you've got this chemistry set with all these different perfumes in it. So tell us a little bit about FM. What do they actually do? Because we've heard about other types of network marketing. We've had utility warehouse on, we've had some of the other network marketing, but what do FM do? What's their main business?
It started off as a perfume company, and they've got their own factory, and it's a family concern, so, which is what I like.
Where is the factory?
It's in Poland, and it's in about 40 different countries now. They've spread it out, and now we can introduce people in another 200 countries. So that's very recent. And so we've got 150 fragrances, and the majority of them are perfume strength, which is a level higher and stronger than the brands that people are used to buying. So even the men's ones are perfume strength, which means they last. They've got more of the smell, the fragrance, and the essences, and so they last longer. So that's a very good value for money. You don't have to keep respraying it every 5 minutes to smell nice.
I heard the other day that someone said that they even had a shower and they could still smell it afterwards.
Yeah. It does last a long time. You can't always smell it all the time, but other people can. Although that doesn't mean it knocks people out. It is very, very nice. So we've got 50 men's and 100 ladies. So there's something to choose from everyone, for everyone.
So how does it work then? How do I know I have bought perfumes, fragrances off you before, but it's for people watching. How does it work? Lugging 150 perfumes around with you, you'd have to have a Land Rover or something, wouldn't you?
Yes, we have the samples in a case. I will just demonstrate if I can find it.
Okay.
So, don't know whether you can see that.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. So this is the chemistry set I was talking about. Yeah.
And then I narrow it down. So every fragrance in the world comes into a fragrance family. So there's citrus, there's floral, there's oriental, etc. And so I do usually a one-to-one or one to groups of people, and help you decide which you're in, whether you're in a citrus or floral, oriental, woody. And then once you know that, you can choose what you like out of the 150. So some people
where would you put something like, I don't know, a perfume? I don't know many perfumes, to be honest, but where would you put something like Angel, for example? Where that's a pretty famous. I think I like that one because of the bottle it came with.
Yes, I don't know them all because we've got so many, and I don't tend to know the brands because these are to us. So it is probably an oriental type perfume. So the best way to do it is because everyone's nose is different and everyone smells their smells different. That's why we like to do it on a one-to-one. So you get them, you dab the perfume on your finger and then test it and smell it about 10-15 minutes later to see how it's reacted with your skin. Because some people smell it, like it, and then when they got it on the skin, it smells like cat's wee or it smells really horrible, and then that's not for them. So we try another one, and you'd be amazed. Some people just really like the smells, or if they smell it, a fragrance on somebody, and then go and buy it from, they ask what it's called, and then they go and buy it, and then when they get it on their skin, it smells horrible. So you need to taste the perfume really.
And then does it change? Like, for example, if could it be that from one day to the next your skin reacts differently to the perfume, or is it no, that's the way it is kind of thing?
There are things that can change perfumes, but mostly yes, it's going to stay the same. It's like if you're on another medication, that can change you. If you're ill, that can change. If you go abroad and you're in a different country, that can change the smell. So it's not always the perfume, but it's you and your oils. So the temperamental things. The perfume stays the same. It's you. It's us humans.
So there's all these perfumes, and you've got these samples which go. And the other day we were at a meeting together, and you were talking about an app, and we downloaded an app, and we had a little mess around with the app. Is that quite a good thing, the app, or is it just a bit of fun, or is it?
I thought it was just a bit of fun because it just contains about half a dozen questions, so people just press which they pick out of 4, which ones are nearest for them. But in my experience, they've been really quite good. You know, people have liked what they've clicked on.
Ended up with.
Yeah, which is really good. Yeah, there's a bit of fun as well. So yeah, but
And of course, this time of the year, people are thinking about Christmas presents. It must be quite a busy time for you right now. I mean, well, hopefully it is. But of course, these are perfume strength. There's a wide variety. There's that personal interaction with yourself and the ability to just sit there and not have a high pressure salesperson trying to force you to spend 70, 80 quid. What's the going rate for these super strength perfumes? What sort of price bracket are we talking about?
they start off at £13.50 and go up to £27.50. So they can't break anybody's bank, and it's because we don't sell in concessions. We don't sell in the average shop. We don't. It's word of mouth, and it's the traditional network marketing way of promoting the product.
I mean, I know that this might have been, this probably still is true, but perfumes have got one of these strange demand curves, which is a bit like the more expensive it is, the more popular it is, and that comes down to, I don't know, some kind of snob value, I guess, attached to it. But at the end of the day, you know, times are hard. People are looking to earn a bit of money. People are also looking to save money. Have you noticed any difference in the last year or so with people sort of saying, well, do you know what? I don't like the price tag anyway, and actually it's the same thing pretty much, maybe even a bit better. So I might as well just go with this.
It's just for people that like their brands. They like their brands, but they, to me, if they wear their brands to work, when they can have an equally nice fragrance that's costing them less, they can have 3 or 4 that they can use for work and save their special ones for high days and holidays, and then it all lasts longer and everybody's happy. But people are getting more and more open-minded, and they will listen and try, and once they've tried, they convert. So yeah, it's getting simpler.
So what? I know you were out in Poland a few weeks back, probably months now. Time travels so fast, and you were really impressed with what they were doing out there. They've now branched into some other things. I know that you're pretty keen on the perfume side and the fragrances, but FM have now moved into some other lines. And what are those lines?
There's the minimal makeup range. That's about 62 pages of minimal makeup. They've got teas and coffees, or we've got teas and coffees, so specialist coffees, flavoured coffees, and teas like oolong tea in loose leaves, so you use it in a cafetiere. And we have home products as well, which include some candles and exciting things like cleaning products. But for the people that love cleaning, it's a good, amazing range. And we're just launching NutriCode, which is a supplement range. So something for everyone. And of course, there's the business. The business is so good.
So that's becoming, like a lot of network marketing companies, a fairly comprehensive set of products. What do you think's driven them to do that? Is it because other organisations are providing a fairly comprehensive range, or is it what have you any idea why they've moved into those other things? Is it just literally
I think it's just natural progression, because you've got to grow, and it appeals to a lot more people, different types of people. For instance, I mainly do the perfume, because I decided that although I will do the makeup, I don't wear makeup and it goes a bit over my head. So that's why I stuck to the perfume. But people who are makeup artists love the perfume. And people that are cleaners will love the cleaning products. So it's just a natural progression. They're giving more and more product ranges to the distributors, to your business partners, so that they can spread the word.
And what's the methodology for ordering these? I mean, is it something that, say, for example, if I wanted to order, you've got your own web page, I can just go on there and the product arrives at my door, or what's the methodology?
The month we have our web shops, all being well, from the end of the month, end of November. So watch this space. I can't say much more than that because it's not here yet, but yeah.
I mean, presumably, I mean, they all have to do this, don't they? I mean, otherwise you end up being a delivery person as well. But they all have to get to the point where you order and people just order and it arrives at their door and they pay a delivery charge of whatever on top of the price of the goods. So, but I mean, that would be a massive benefit because, like I know you, and if I was going to order FM products, I could just go straight onto your website and order them, and you wouldn't really need to be involved in anything except, the doing the talking and the demonstrating and stuff, which is really what you should be getting paid for, not doing the delivery. And
yeah, once they know the fragrances they like and the smells they like, then they can just reorder, and yes, it'll be great. Yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah, really moving forward, actually.
So it sounds like, it's going from almost like a small fringe network marketing organisation to one that's really starting to pick up the cudgels and become more mainstream. But the interesting thing is that there are really very few people I know that are with this company. I know that probably everyone you talk to has heard about it. Yet nobody I know, if I mention FM to somebody,
harder.
When I mention FM to somebody, go, who?
Yeah, it stands, by the way, for Federica Mahora.
Okay.
So you've learned something.
Yeah. I won't try and repronounce that now. You'll have to coach me with that name, I think. But okay, so brilliant. And now what's your primary focus now? Is it? I mean, Christmas time clearly is a good opportunity for retail sales, but are you looking to build a team? What's the main focus for you?
I really want to. I've got a team, but I really want to develop it because I think the time's right for people to join FM because it's very straightforward. It's not high pressured. Very affordable, and people can have a lot of fun with it, and that's the main thing. You want to have fun. It's a very friendly company, family company.
Is it an expensive organisation to join?
No, the kit to do the perfumes is slightly under £60. But there are ways that you can do it for even less, so that's the maximum, really.
Right. Okay. So it's a very affordable organisation, and that kit that you showed there, that's what you're talking about, the £60, is it?
Yeah, it's just under £60. Yeah.
Okay.
And really, if people get that and they don't like doing it, then they've got a lot of perfumes to go through.
They might smell a bit of a mixture.
Yeah, they'll smell lovely for years. But yes, people can, all ages really, from 16 up to in their 80s, 90s. It's very sociable, so you get to meet people. So it appeals to mums because they can do it at home, and baby boomers, which is what I quite fancy focusing on because I'm a baby boomer, unfortunately. And so that's people that are fed up with being made redundant. They're coming up to retirement. They just want a bit extra for their pensions. they're bored. They just want to get out and meet people. So all sorts of things, and men as well as ladies. So yes, it was a man that sponsored me, and it's just not just a ladies' business by any means.
Fabulous, fabulous stuff. Okay, well, that's given us a little bit of an insight into FM, and I want to, is there anything else that you want to basically say, or is there anything else that I haven't teased out of you that you think is important to share?
Just be open-minded if you hear FM, and if you want to know more about it, just ask me, and I'll willingly tell you all that I know. And yes, it's just, it's a lovely company. But I never.
So where are you based, Anne, and how can people grab you? How can they get hold of you?
Peterborough, which is in Cambridgeshire. They can get me at Link for Growth, Link for Coffee meetings in this area.
If they tap into Cambridgeshire Link for Growth, they're going to find you somewhere in there.
They will, yes. And I've got a website. Can I say it or not say it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's www.annhovell. So it's ANNHOVELL.co.uk.
Okay, brilliant. Well, what I'll do is and you've also got your Twitter account, which is also Ann Hovell, which I've tracked down today. So I'll put those two up in the notes for this video. So at least if people do want to get in touch, they've got your details. Brilliant. Okay, well, I wish you all the best with it. It sounds less heavy than some, but I think that's probably the way you are. You don't want to be heavy with people.
No, I'm definitely not pushy. I really just want to help people earn extra money, or just get whatever they want out of it, to be fair, because it's not just money, it's the whole thing with network marketing. You're not working for anybody, you're self-employed, and it's like a people's franchise really, but without the overheads. And Christmas is coming.
Fabulous stuff. Okay, well, this will go up onto the L4G.TV main platform, so you'll be able to see that up there. I want to just say thanks very much for coming on. I know this is out of your comfort zone significantly, but
I keep twisting my arm.
But hey, how you've done it now, so you've cracked it, so it wasn't that painful, I don't think so.
No.
All right, brilliant. All right, well, thanks very much, Anne, and all the best for that. Have a good run up to Christmas.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Cheers now. Bye. Okay, so that's us done with another edition of the Network Marketing Show. Very interesting, different company from Poland there, who are not it's all not all rah-rah and money, but seems to be a lot of feet on the ground type activity going on there, which is great. So join me in a couple of weeks. I'll have somebody else on the show. I'm not quite sure who yet, but we'll be back, and we'll be carrying on to explore the other different types of companies that are out there using network marketing to get their goods into the marketplace. Thanks for watching.